So, good morning to all of you. My name is Prabhjot Singh, and today I'm going to explain you everything about the method chaining and what method chaining is, why we use it, everything. So, let us create a method chaining console app. So, there it is created a fresh console app. So, what is method chaining? Let me explain you about that. Object-oriented system often involve a lot of classes and objects to accomplish a specific task. These classes and objects are utilized in a certain way. At times, this consumption of classes and object introduces complexity. There is a lot of complexity. Fluent interface is a technique that helps you reduce this complexity by creating a domain specific language. Remember this domain specific language consisting of several methods. Fluent interface also make your code more readable and natural because it uses method chaining. So what is method chaining? So method chaining is a programming technique that allows you to call multiple methods on an object in a single line of code. Each method call modifies the object and returns the reference to the modified object, allowing you to change subsequent method calls. So, ignoring this definition, let me explain you practically what it means. So, let me create a today I'm working on calculations or calculator types. So, let me create a my class. We can say my numbers. So, let me create internal variable. We can say value. Let's set it to 0. So some methods like addition, subtraction, add by. So whatever value we'll put in here, it will add by that, say, number. So it will return value. So copying this, so now let me create a object of my numbers. So now let's create a number which will be used to calculate. Okay, so number is equal to my numbers dot add by. Let add some 5, then number is equal to my numbers multiply, then numbers subtract. So now let's print this. What happens now is answer is 20 as 5 into 5 25 minus 5 20, but everything is right. Code is working accurate exactly how it should be, and there is no error. But what is the issue? The problem now is that we are passing data around as method arguments here, adding length to the code. Here it is not visible, but in large chunk of codes, there is a lot of mess, both in the main and here in my numbers, so that it makes our code both lengthy at the larger level. So people think there is also an alternative, or we can say one way to address this issue could be to encapsulate the data as a private member of this my numbers class instead of using the method parameters each refer to the internal variable here. So what they are saying about is that we should make a print, sorry, public void which will print the value. So what we are saying that our every function should refer to this internal variable. So we are making a void functions which will do not return anything. So one chunk of code is now being deleted. So it is a bit of relief here. Now let's see what happens. Here, 20 again. Here is a bit of less lines or we can say code, but also there is also a lot of mess going on here as we have to every time we have to create a new line for using our method here, 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 here. So what is the absolute best way to decrease the line of codes and make our code readable and beautiful in the scenarios where we have to use a line of methods? It is called the method chaining. By method chaining, I mean that every method should return an instance of itself and hence changing the whole value of this my numbers. What I mean is that mm, my numbers, my numbers, my numbers. It should be void because it has been good over. So return this. What here return this means that every method is returning the instance of itself. Hence, when I will use these methods, I can like put them in line. I do not have to every time make this my number, my number, my number thing. So here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. So let's see the results. Hence 20. But now you see here, there is no mess, no extra garbage, just pure methods. Exactly what it looks like is that mm, here, this is the chaining of methods, which is directly chained to this object of my number class. Here is what method chaining does. No extra line of code, just direct methods chained to themselves in a sequence. So thank you and have a nice day.